The assassination of Charlie Kirk has galvanized people. He has been maligned and he has been revered. We're going to go to a few situations here. The first couple are a couple of college students that they express disdain for Charlie Kirk. Let's just go to the videos, and you can take a look for yourself.
Hey, look at me! Look at me, everybody! Look at me!
Hey, she just assaulted me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she just hit me in the head. What are you
Fuck your homie dead! The fuck?
arguing? Just rest in peace then.
I'm not
Stop arguing. Rest in peace. The end. Leave it alone. Stop being crazy. Human being got shot in front of his kids. Human being got shot and murdered in front of his wife.
And so did 2,000 kids in Gaza! So did 2,000 kids in Gaza! The fuck? Yeah, so you can hear me loud and clear. For him, Charlie Kirk hated empathy.
You're a very loud, angry person.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're stereotyping a black woman.
Explain why rest in peace is bad. Explain why.
People are quick to bring race into it. And that's, what did she say? You're being racist towards black women. This man here has a rest in peace Charlie Kirk sign, and she takes exception to it. And as you can see, she's acting crazy. I'm a black woman, and this is why you're saying these things, and you're a racist. Quick to pull the race card.
Murder was good. Why are you mad about that?
Because you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
You're
And
hurt.
that's exactly what
Just
the
like
fuck he
George
got.
Floyd.
Live by
by
the
the fence,
What
he
the
died by
fuck
the
are you
fence.
bringing up George Floyd?
Live by the fence,
That's
died
why,
by the
that's
fence.
exactly why he's fucking dead.
He died
Charlie
of an
Kirk,
overdose, yeah.
Charlie Kirk said George Floyd was a scumbag that
He was.
deserved to die.
He was.
So
Nobody
Charlie
deserves
Kirk
to die.
was a scumbag that
Nobody
deserved
deserves to die. Catch your breath.
And America isn't fucking great. America fucking sucks. I just shot this man dead. Pew pew. You see my core power
I'm
protein
pretty
shake up
happy
the
with the
gun.
side I'm on. I'm pretty happy being on this side. She's walking around pointing big guns at me saying,
You also just said
It's a core power protein.
yeah, you mimicked a gun. You're a psychopath.
I'm a psychopath.
Yes, you are.
and you're a narcissist. Like you can't.
I said murder bad.
No, that's not all you're saying though. That's the issue. We all agree that murder's bad.
We all agree with that, but you're making slight comments that just show your blatant racism. Like saying that she was
You just said that she was statistically more likely to shoot you. You just said that.
What weapon do I have?
the left side would kill more people than the right side, as if political violence.
The guy that shot.
Why are you being so
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you
please?
not
She's
put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well, I can
I don't
do
want
this
this. I said rest in peace.
and I can do
Just
this
leave it
too.
alone. Please don't come after
Ma'am,
me.
you've been
I want to be
being
left
emotional.
alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
We'll get to this one next, but so this made the news. So let's go over to the news clip.
The shooting death of conservative influencer and celebrity activist Charlie Kirk last week ignited tense confrontations like this one on the campus of Texas Tech University Friday. That's 18-year-old Camryn Giselle Booker. In new cell phone videos shared with Fox 4 News, you see the now former student arguing with another student wearing a MAGA hat, holding a sign that says, "Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk." The encounter took place in what's known as a free speech area on campus. In the videos, Booker appears to mock Charlie Kirk's death.
You started saying, haha, your homie dead.
Yeah, homie dead.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that.
There are several exchanges between the two. A couple of times, the other student asks Booker to leave him alone.
Why are you being so
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you not put
At one point, she flicks the baseball cap of the guy she's arguing with, presumably what led to her arrest for misdemeanor assault, although the police report does not include that detail. After her arrest, Governor Greg Abbott amplified the incident with this message and image on X. I asked the governor about it at an event held in Forney this afternoon.
If we have members of our society, whether they be students or otherwise, who celebrate an assassination, we have dramatic course correction that we have to take in this state.
This isn't an isolated incident. Abbott also posted about another incident at a Charlie Kirk memorial event held at Texas State in San Marcos. The unidentified young man interrupts the gathering with mock gestures to imitate Kirk's shooting death. In a statement, the president of Texas State said, in part, "I have directed university officials to take immediate steps to identify the individual in the video. Behavior that trivializes or promotes violence is reprehensible and violates the values of Texas State."
And we as a society, we as a state, must send a signal that behavior like that, celebrating an assassination, is wrong in a civil society.
I understand freedom of speech, man. I get it. I think it crosses the line when you celebrate the demise of a person. But you know, you'll have people that argue that well, she should be able to, and the young man after this, he should be able to say and express themselves however they want. Well, there is a code of conduct when you go to these schools, so you know, you can express yourself, but what is it saying? You have freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. So these are the consequences. These are the consequences of their actions. I think it's disgusting to celebrate the demise of a person. Charlie Kirk was assassinated in front of thousands of people. Millions of people all over the world have seen it. He was assassinated in front of his family, and people think that it's funny, and people make light of it. But if it were to happen to them, or happen to someone that they love, it would not be funny. It would not be funny at all. So let's go back to the post that was on TikTok here. Let's go back to this one. This is the second student. No, you're doing too much, brother. Look at this.
Oh, buddy. Fuck that nigga. You're gonna get expelled, dude.
Both of these schools are in Texas. I think this is Texas State. He obviously has disdain for Charlie Kirk. He goes up on a statue and he makes light of Charlie Kirk being shot in the neck, and he mocks it. To me, this is disgusting. This is disgusting that this dude would do this. And this too made the news because he has been expelled. So let's take a look.
A Texas State student is kicked off campus after Governor Abbott himself demanded expulsion.
Governor Abbott posted about the student's removal after a video of that student appearing to mock Charlie Kirk's assassination went viral. Mr. Abbott said on social media the conduct is not accepted and it, quote, must have consequences, unquote.
Texas State says they identified the person in the video and they are no longer a student at the university. Here's what fellow students had to say about the incident.
Hey, real quick. So this is a follow-up to the message I sent earlier today. The university has identified the student in a disturbing video from Monday's event. I will not tolerate behavior that mocks, trivializes, or promotes violence on our campuses. Unfortunately, some people are suggesting that the individual's action represents the beliefs of Texas State, students in general, or those of specific student organization. These kinds of insinuations are unfair to our student body, and they cause some of our students to feel unsafe, just as the behavior in the video was reprehensible. Well, the student had to pay the price. Freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. So let's continue.
Wishing the death on somebody like that, I don't think that's okay. I don't think it should be tolerated.
If we limit one free speech, unfortunately, we limit all free speech.
Now, this is just the most recent in a string of similar events. A Texas Tech student was arrested and expelled from the university after slapping the lid off another person's hat during an argument.
Universities are not tolerating it. I don't think you should celebrate a person being assassinated, especially a person like Charlie Kirk who is being misrepresented. I've watched Charlie Kirk for years, and I don't see a racist person. I don't see a person that hates gay people. All these things that they're trying to say or actually are saying about him. They're saying disparaging things about this man, and they're misrepresenting him because of real fast clips of him. And people are outraged over these clips instead of getting the full context and watching these debates and then fully understanding, okay, I understand now what he was trying to say. But no, you can take a clip of anybody and make them look crazy, make them sound crazy. Just a real quick clip. Now all of a sudden people are outraged because people don't want to do the research, man. They don't want to understand. They just want to just fly off the handle. This was an interview right after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I didn't see this interview until recently, but take a listen.
A little bit about the aftermath after this gunshot went off. What happened afterwards?
So I was with one of my good friends, and as soon as the gun went off, we both hit the floor, started praying. Everyone was screaming, and then we got up and we just started running, and we made it to our apartment. So
yeah, you're right around this area. Did you see any students kind of like get injured as everyone was trying to escape?
No, but I did see a select group of students who stood up and cheered after the fact, which was really sad to see.
You're kidding me.
No.
So he's saying that students right after the assassination of Charlie Kirk were celebrating, which maybe there's some credence to what FBI Director Kash Patel is saying, that there's multiple people that were involved in the assassination. They're looking into roughly 20 people, I believe he said. It is a sad situation, and it is horrible for this country, and it's horrible for mankind, I believe, man. I think Charlie Kirk, from what I have seen over the years, man, what he stood for God, he stood for country, he stood for family. And because of his ideas, he gets assassinated. And once again, you have people who are lamenting Charlie Kirk, and then you have people who have deep-rooted disdain for Charlie Kirk, and they are celebrating his demise. This guy, I guess, he made a funny video about Charlie Kirk's being assassinated, and I guess people are trying to get people fired from their job, and they're successful in a lot of cases. And this guy is mocking them back, basically saying, I own my own company, so I'm human resources, and basically putting into people's face that he owns the company. Now, it's interesting because people on social media are pushing back and saying, well, you own your own company. We'll make sure your clients understand the type of deplorable human being you are. So there's people contacting, well, they're doxing him. They're putting his business out there, contacting his clients. So let's take a look what this gentleman has to say.
Trying to get me fired from my own company because you didn't like what I had to say. I spoke to HR, who is also me, and we both agreed that what I said was not only super cool, but also funny. And our official company stance is that you can stay mad. Hope that helps.
Okay, so he said stay mad. And people said, okay, you want to one-up us? We'll one-up you. So like I had previously mentioned, these people are contacting his clients to make sure that they know the type of person that he is. And I don't know. I saw his video. I didn't think it was funny, and I didn't think it was in good taste. But does he have the right to do it? Sure. But once again, freedom of speech, but not freedom of consequences. So now these people here, I thought this was a cool video. So Take a look, man. These are people who are saying that they got fired from their job, and someone put this together. I thought it was pretty creative.
So y'all got me fired from my job. But
you're fired. Get out. You're fired.
So I've lost my job.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
Fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my fucking job.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
So I was just fired from my job.
You're fired.
Damn.
Get out. You're fired. You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
another one bites the dust.
Damn.
The cancellation of Democrats in progress.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
Meet Haley Curdell, a 911 dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee.
Damn.
You're fired. Get out. You're fired. You're fired. Get out. You're fired.
Saying you're fired. So you're seeing a lot of these videos of people saying they got fired and they're upset about it. And their pushback is, well, it's freedom of speech. I should be able to say whatever I want. Well, I get it. I get it. I mean, Charlie Kirk was for freedom of speech. However, when you work for companies, you are a representation of that company, of that school, and there are rules that you need to abide by. And to their discretion, they can fire you from a job and they can expel you from a school. That is their right to do. Read that employee handbook sometimes, man. They can get rid of you, man. People think that, this is my thing. Is it worth it? It is not worth your income. If this is the way you feel, I think you should just keep it to yourself, personally, man. It's just the way I feel. And is it worth your education? I mean, I don't know the situation for the college students, but if you're there on a scholarship or something like that, I mean, I know their parents are pissed. I know their parents is mad. Let's take a look at this next video. I think it's very interesting. This woman says that she is for political assassinations, and I just think this is interesting. Let's take a listen.
So the day after Charlie Kirk died, I was in class. My teacher said, I'll give you 5 minutes for hot takes about Charlie Kirk. I was the only person who raised their hand. I said, I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations. I don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to express their opinion in public. So this class is literally about revolution in China. All of our readings for this month have been talking about how violent revolution liberated millions of people, it liberated women, and then our reading for that day was specifically about democratic dictatorship, where Mao writes about, yes, people deserve free speech, but there should not be free speech for reactionaries and imperialists and like capitalists and all these people who are enemies of the revolution, because that would reverse the progress that was made.
If you have this ideology, that means that these things can happen to you, your loved ones, the political leaders that you follow, the leaders that you hold in high regard. It wouldn't be one way. So if this is what you believe for people that are on the opposite side of your argument, then you would have to be okay with people doing this to you, to the people that you support, your leaders as well. It's a slippery slope to think this way. I think that we should be able to have debate and should be able to talk things through. I don't think it should escalate to the point where people are being assassinated. Be careful what you wish for. We live in a crazy world. We live in a crazy world, man.